is what this show is all about. I'm your host, Courtney Kaysen. And for those of you that are maybe a guru in the kitchen, or you're like, oh my gosh, I am lost beyond measure, I don't know what to do, KitchenAid for the last 100 years has been a monumental brand that has changed the way that we have made food for our friends and our family, and memories that have lasted a lifetime. What you are taking a look at, first of all, is something that I feel like we're just going to pass around set. Tina's over there just grating up a little fresh Parmesan, hopefully to toss over an amazing bowl of pasta or appetizers. She's doing that with our 5-cup, 1-touch, 2-speed food chopper that is now coming home for you in this with also a whisking attachment as well, that's going to help you do a lot of great things in your kitchen. Lowest price we've ever offered on a 5-cup food processor, and that's really due in part for you to be able to bring home KitchenAid's anniversary. You know, what is something that you need? You need that food processor, you need that food cup, you need that KitchenAid mixer. Well, now you are getting it for $36.98. We are so excited because this is a value that you won't find anywhere else. And of course, tonight you have it in your 5 colorways. And Tina, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, no, sorry, I'll be with you in just a second. We have a couple exclusives, which is awesome. We'll start with your white. So that's classic, especially if you know anybody that's getting married in the fall and they have this on their list. What a great way for them to start their life together. It goes with any home scheme, which I think is great. I'll also say the same about the contour silver here. So if you're thinking about getting this as a gift, maybe for that new homeowner, this will be the perfect time to do that. To the left of that is going to be your red. That's classic KitchenAid red. That goes with a lot of other maybe your mixers that you have, or hand mixers as well. Here we have it for you in black. Another great color to match back to your accessories in your kitchen. And then here is where we start getting exclusive, meaning you can't find these colorways anywhere else. So here's your boysenberry. That's a color that's been incredibly popular since we launched this last night at 9 p.m. We started the day with 2,000, and we now have 500 remaining. So, oh my gosh, kind of crazy. And real quick, I'll just show you everything that comes here. Here's your power base. Here's your 5-cup chopping bowl. Of course, it's going to come with a lid that you can drizzle inside there. By the way, with my KitchenAid food processor the other day, I made whipped feta, which was basically just feta, salt, and olive oil. Changed my life. Here, of course, is going to be your whisking blade. Here's going to be that blade that chops everything up, and then this is how you'll have all of that connectivity right there. So please remember, boysenberry, exclusive to QVC. Here we also have for you green apple. How inviting is this? I mean, if this doesn't make you want to make a pineapple salsa or a pico de gallo, olé, I don't know what will. Then we have it for you in your majestic yellow, which I only want to make like a buttercream banana parfait in. And then we have your crystal blue. So especially if maybe you have some of those beachier tones in your home and you love the brightness that that adds to your countertop, 4 great exclusive colors that you'll only see here at QVC2. And speaking of only seeing here on QVC2, this is the last hour presented on air where you will see the lowest priced 5-cup KitchenAid chopper we have ever offered. This should be $59.98. We have it for $36.98, and better yet, because we've got easy pay on everything, we're giving you some of our most generous easy pay, $7.40. If you have agreed to host the holidays and you're like, I didn't want to, it's not my turn, you've got to have this for Thanksgiving, your larger meals with family and friends, because this is the almost private chef, personal chef experience thanks to KitchenAid that you now get in your home. And of course, if you love KitchenAid, give us a call on our testimonial line, 1-800-600-1556. Joining us is Tina Varelli. She's been a part, of course, of the KitchenAid food team for how long?
3 years on air.
And didn't you win one of their like most beloved, customer favorited recipes out of all of America?
I did.
Okay, so this is a girl that knows her KitchenAid. It's also a girl that knows her food, and I'm so impressed by everything that you always post on Instagram, which is so awesome.
Thank you.
Food chopper, especially of this size, a lot of people don't realize they need one.
Right. It's such a great tool. I feel like every kitchen should have one because it's so compact. Really, even the tiniest kitchen can accommodate this little footprint, or it's just about 3.5 pounds. So easy to take away and tuck away in a closet or pantry. It has a really smart cord wrap here. The cord just goes into this groove here at the base. And let me just take you on a tour of everything you're going to get. So in here are 2 blades. So you're going to get this really cool whisking blade. I had never seen anything like this.
I know, I haven't either.
I saw it. Could be like a little doll hat or something, or a UFO. But
amazing.
It makes whipped cream in less than 30 seconds.
Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
So this is the multi-purpose blade, super high quality stainless steel blades, dishwasher safe. Everything is BPA free, so that's great. This is just the adapter you're going to use with both. So here is your 5-cup BPA-free dishwasher-safe bowl. So this bowl has a 40% larger capacity than our other chopper. I have both of them.
Yeah.
This is the one I always go for because that little extra space really makes a difference.
Well, and I think the other nice thing about 5 cups is you know it's going to work for you and maybe your spouse or maybe, you know, your kids. But come Thanksgiving, come Christmas, come Hanukkah, when somebody's like, oh, I found this recipe on Pinterest. And rather than say a curse word, you're like, no, I'd be delighted.
Yes.
I'd be delighted to make that. You have a food chopper that now is cutting down time for you to be able to make these incredible creations with really just pressing a button.
That's right. So it's so smart. We have the pour spout, we have the handle. Here is that power base that you mentioned. Has 2 speeds here. We have a chopping speed and a puree speed. Up here's a little icon that shows how you lock the mechanism in place. And here is that KitchenAid trim band, we call that. So if you have other KitchenAid products, they all have this beautiful trim band on it, so it's really going to coordinate and just takes us back 100 years. KitchenAid started with the stand mixer, and through the years they added different products, but all products for the kitchen. We're specialists in the kitchen. Our engineers are all foodies. They all use the products at home and want to make the best for us. So rest assured, you have 100 years of quality kitchen products behind you, so you know that name means something.
Lowest price food chopper we have ever offered you, especially at this size. 600,000 of the KitchenAid choppers have been spoken for at QVC. So what a great time to maybe update yours, maybe come back for a second one, especially if your family's grown. $36.98 compared to that retail value of $59.98 you'd find anywhere else. You'll see that color on our value graphic as boysenberry. You're not going to find that anywhere else, along with the apple, the majestic yellow, or that gorgeous crystal blue. Those are ones that are only found at QVC. But then if you're like, you know what, I'm more of a classics gal. We still have black, we still have red, that contour silver, and that white. It's K49672. What should we get to? Are you going to drizzle? Are you going to do a little drizzle?
We're going to do lots of stuff.
Okay.
So let me just show you how to put the bowl on. Super easy. I always put the handle toward the front, slide it to the right until it clicks into place, righty-tighty. Then just put in your adapter, and we're going to use the whisking accessory, which is so awesome.
And there are safety features built on here so that if you press down, it doesn't start moving.
Right. Unless everything is in place, it's not going to work, and that is a safety mechanism. So 1 cup of cold, heavy cream. And we're just going to put the lid on. The lid has kind of a lever action here, and pressing down is what engages the power. This is actually a 1-piece design. Even though it looks like 2 pieces, it does not come apart. It just pops right in the dishwasher. It's awesome. So you want to put the tab right in front of the handle and just slide it into place until it clicks, nice and easy. So then you just press down on that indentation, and literally it just takes the slightest touch. So we have that low speed. Listen for the change to the high speed. And I'm just whipping this just for about 10 seconds. It's almost whipped already. I'm going to add horseradish.
Ooh.
So typically we make sweet whipped creams,
but
you can make savory whipped creams also. So think about you're having company over, you're going to make like a filet roast or some steaks or baked potatoes.
That smells so good.
Or grilled shrimp or like the scallops with bacon. This is such a delicious accompaniment to that, and it's so easy to make in your 5-cup chopper. There's a window up here, and you can kind of even hear when the sound change, and you get this amazing swirl
That's divine.
of fluffy horseradish goodness. Just look at that.
Okay, that almost looks like ice cream, whipped
It
cream.
does. It's almost like a custard ice cream. So just look at that texture. I've been making whipped cream for ages using all kinds of different equipment, and this one is just the most divine texture. So we're just gonna put a little bit of that on these little crostinis with
Now
some
that is
roast
the
beef
perfect portion.
and some arugula.
I'm not kidding. Like, that's the portion that I want on a
Right.
crostini with a little
Yes.
arugula. Because sometimes the best part about those appetizers is the sauce,
Right.
but also sometimes the most laborious task is making that sauce.
That's
and so
right.
if you've got 30 seconds, you've gotten some heavy whipping cream, and you're throwing in horseradish. I mean, this is the kind of thing that people talk about, that it's like, do you guys know she hand whips the cream?
Right.
You know, and meanwhile, you've got the KitchenAid food chopper, the lowest price we've ever offered on one of these, just as your sous chef, waiting to create some great recipes. All right, now are we making a pesto?
We are. This is my favorite,
So good.
arugula walnut. I love the arugula because it has a little peppery taste to it.
Yep.
But you don't have to pick all the little leaves off the basil plant. And they kind of, you know, turn a little brown on you sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
So a little salt, you can plunk in a whole garlic in there. So we're gonna pop on the lid, and let's start on that top speed and just chop up those leaves. You can see what a great job that does.
And I would just like to show you really quickly, especially if you're somebody that's worried by getting a food chopper, only the bottom's getting chopped. Look at how evenly chopped that is from top to bottom. We took a full 5 cups of arugula, basil,
right.
and all of those other ingredients, and we finally chopped it evenly to make this for you.
We did. Such a good point. So I put in a little bit of my olive oil. Let's turn that up to the high speed, and then we're going to use that drizzle basin.
Drizzle!
So what that does is that is engineered to drizzle in very slowly. So if you wanted to emulsify a vinaigrette or
Yes.
make an aioli, it's going to do it at precisely the right rate. And think about doing that by hand. You'd have to hold the bowl, you'd have to whisk, and then you'd need a third arm to be drizzling in the oil.
And yet people are surprised when other people are saying, this is why I don't like to cook.
Right.
It's just too much work. But honestly, one of the great things about pesto, you probably have some form of lettuce, some form of herb on the outside. It doesn't have to be traditional with basil and arugula. There are so many different recipes that when you shop your own pantry, you can make into a pesto. And now you've got a really nice sauce. One of the things in our herb garden that we have is parsley and chives, and cilantro, and so I always make chimichurri out of this,
yes.
which is great for fish, which is great for steak, same thing for this. But I'll tell you right now, the reason that I got my KitchenAid food processor, and I got it last year, I think it's a 3-cup. It's almost like half the size of this. It was actually more money, but with people that were coming over for Thanksgiving that wanted to do bigger salads with dietary restrictions, I didn't want to do a salad dressing that was bought from the store. I wanted to make something homemade, and this was really the only option to do it with.
Right, it's so much easier. Like, we should be having fun in the kitchen.
Yes.
And using the right tools
smells so good.
that help us. Doesn't that smell so good?
And that's the kind of thing that it's semi-homemade, but it's fully homemade thanks to KitchenAid with our lowest priced food chopper that we have ever offered to you. 600,000 food choppers have been spoken for on QVC, and quite frankly, that's because of our values. This is a 5-cup BPA-free chopping bowl. You're also getting a stainless steel blade. You're getting that whisk accessory, so if you want to make those whipped concoctions like delicious horseradish creams, oh my, you can. But the great news here is you're not spending close to $60. You get it for $36.98. Your choice of 4 exclusive colors in that crystal blue, majestic yellow, that apple green, and boysenberry. But then we also have your classic KitchenAid colors in black, red, contour silver, and white. This is the last hour that you're going to see this presented on QVC2 at this price. So if you want to go ahead and place an order, now's the time to do it, because we have had more than, how many did you say? 19,000 orders placed just since last night.
So this is what I use it for the most often, is that laborious you know, mincing
Mirepoix.
and chopping of the mirepoix. Hello, you have
You
the
know?
cutting board. It's going all over the place.
Hot mess, crying because of the onions, carrots that are chopped one size and celery another. Now
That's
it's
right.
all even.
It is all even, and at the touch of your thumb here, you can take it to whatever texture you want. Maybe your kids don't like big chunks of onion in
Yeah,
your
sure.
meatballs or in your sauce. You can customize it